And now back to all employees of Void Industries have been arrested, along with the prosecutor from the previous trial. These are their mugshots. And now, a quick word from our former prosecutor.
I'm very sad to be in prison, but we're on Mars. That's pretty cool. There's like space. I miss my family.
But now they're back, and they're ready to start their mission.
For our first measurement, we are going to be measuring the pressure on Mars because for our prison to run smoothly, we need to make sure that the internal and external pressures are balanced so that we can have a safe habitat for humans. And it's very important because Mars has an extremely thin atmosphere and we don't want to risk anything bad happening inside of our prison.
We are using an Arduino Uno R3 board that has a force sensor connected to a breadboard, which is used to organize the circuit. The force sensor is also connected to the analog port A0. We are using the 5-volt and ground pins on the Arduino connected to the breadboard to connect every component to power. Along with the 5-volt and ground connections, SCL and SDA, the serial data and serial clock connectors are connected to an LCD screen that updates every half a second to display our pressure readings.
We are measuring the pressure to ensure our prison facility can sustain a habitable internal environment for human life. This is because Mars's atmosphere is much more thinner and has a lower pressure. Our measurements for this project require a lot of components. These components include an Arduino Uno R3 board, a breadboard, a force sensor, and also an LCD screen. Now, here's a picture of the schematic of our circuit, and now here's a picture of our circuit fully completed along with the code.
Alright, so to measure pressure, the Mars's atmosphere's pressure, you can use a force sensor because unfortunately we can't use a real pressure sensor. To measure pressure using a force sensor, you first have to convert force to pressure, which can be done using the equation force equals pressure times area. So we measured the area of this force sensor that we're going to use. We first measure the diameter using pixel relation using this ruler, because we know the real dimensions of this Arduino Uno R3 board. So we were able to get the dimensions of this too. After we got the area, which is actually this equation, there will be a screen pop-up that shows. After we got the area, we can divide the force that the force sensor reads, divided by the area, and we get the pressure in pascals, which is then displayed on our LCD screen.
Oh, hi Carl.
What are you doing here, Daniel?
Well, right now I'm working on finishing up the video presentation. We just need a few more video files from the rest of the guys that we got done, and I still need some of the pictures of the schematics and codes, but after all that we should be good.
That's excellent.
What allows the chicken to cross the road? Like, we're always told that the chicken crosses the road, right? But why is the chicken allowed to cross the road? You know what I mean, Ravi?
I believe that the chickens should not have to cross the road. We should build ramps so they just slide down the road.
That's a great idea, Ravi. We should do that.
All of our prisons will include a ramp for chickens.
On Mars.
Gabe, what are we working on here?
Oh, so right here we are talking about, I was looking at how the selection must relate
Okay.
to this. And, I was just looking back on the footage in my mind on how we wrote everything, so we can rewrite it in here.
That works.
Dude, you are sparkling in that video.
I am currently in the process of transferring my files over to Mars.
That's pretty cool.
These Martian Wi-Fi is so bad. So slow.
So I know. If only someone made a Wi-Fi company on Mars, someone should do that. What are we working on here, Daniel? What is this?
I need to transfer all of these pictures, the schematic and the pictures of the circuits. And soon I'm going to paste the code in too.
That's quite a few tabs, so that's pretty excellent, Daniel. Yes.
Okay. Right now I'm currently working on making sure that the whole lab report is up to date, and I'm making sure that the video gets put together correctly. Gabe, did you upload the Sigma files?
Yes, I did. I uploaded them to him so that he can, as our media manager, compile everything together and make our video look stunning.
That's excellent, Gabe.
Perfect. Our problem was that when we used the force sensor instead of a pressure sensor, we had to figure out how to transfer the force units into newtons. And we didn't know what the force units were. So through trial and error, we went through all the numbers, put it in the graph, and then figured out how they relate. So now we have an accurately working force sensor to newtons and to pascals.
We learned that we can use Desmos as a graphical utility to help us find the conversion rate between force units and newtons, and that helped us solve our problem. And we also learned that we should start recording sooner rather than later and get all our content on the first day so our editor can start editing.